So 10 years, my first 100,000, 1 year for my next 100,000. Then it took me in crypto 1 month to make $100,000, which was what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about my 12 streams of income that allow me to travel the world whenever I want, do whatever I want to do, and make money directly from my laptop. Wow. So you guys can potentially use some of this information to help you build the lives that you want, because that's what this channel is here for. We primarily focus on crypto, but if you have been with me for a while, you know that I diversify into many other streams of income so I can be fully protected no matter what happens in the market. With that said, I don't want to waste your time. If you are new to my channel, please do smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with all things crypto and money making. And again, guys, if you could just smash that like button, it really will help me in the YouTube algorithm just a split second, because right now only around 5% of you guys are even touching that like button. So with that said, let's jump straight into the first stream of income. So this is my YouTube channel by lifetime, my lifetime revenue that I've been paid on Google. Now, some people may be looking at this and thinking, wow, that's a lot of money. And other people may be thinking about this, wow, that's pretty much no money at all. What a loser.
I'm not looking for judgment, just a yes or no.
But this is $116,000 in the lifetime. I want you guys to pay attention to one thing quickly. You see this number here? July 2006 was when I started my channel. It was no overnight success. I tried many, many different things over an incredible amount of time, right? Too much time to even calculate. And then when I started to talk about my investment strategies and what I was doing with money that I was making from different realms of the world, right? Around January, February 2021, that's when I started to make some money here in the cryptocurrency space. And things went really fast when the bull market was on, and they have slowed down a lot in the current market condition that we're in. But that's no problem to me. This was something that I was expecting, and I built a business around what I was doing, and this just set the pace for what was going to come next. Now, that is income stream number one. And to stay on that same side of things within the YouTube space, have affiliate links and sponsorship deals. I didn't want to spread all these out so I could make it seem like I have a million different incomes.
Smart.
Because I could split each different thing that comes from the YouTube channel into different things. But we have our Google revenue, and then we also have sponsorships and affiliate deals, which you'll find in most people's description boxes down here. And so I have long-term deals with different exchanges, and then I also have deals one-off with different products and services that I personally like myself that reach out to me. We go through some due diligence, and then they can make a place on the channel. So that's another stream of income for me, and something that I suggest if you guys are in cryptocurrency right now and you are looking for other ways to make money to be able to invest more, something like a YouTube channel or a social media presence can really help you both be able to focus more on the markets and also potentially generate some income doing something that you genuinely enjoy. I always suggest that anyone who wants to make a YouTube channel or a social media presence only does so with things that they genuinely enjoy. I actually started producing more and more content about traveling, making travel vlogs back Casey Neistat era, and this ended up not being so great because I didn't enjoy traveling anymore because I was focusing on making the videos. So you got to be doing something that you genuinely enjoy yourself, and I think then you have way more of a chance to make it work. So with that said, that was income stream number two, and to move on to number three, this would be trading, right? I trade both long-term and short-term in the cryptocurrency realm. So my short-term trading, I do so on platforms like BitGet, and like I said, the affiliate links are down there in my description. If you guys do want to sign up, you can get up to a $10,000 deposit bonus just from following that link. But I do short-term trading over here with things like Bitcoin. I pay attention to the market each and every day. You can see we're having an absolutely huge breakout. I did have this pattern drawn here on my chart, and at that breakout point, if someone was to get involved in a trade there, they would right now be in a 4.6% profit trade. And the key to trading in crypto is you can actually trade with leverage, right? So you can do 10x leverage, 2x leverage, 100x leverage if you're absolutely crazy. But a 4.6% move upwards with 10x leverage give 46% move, which is awesome. That's why I think there is a lot of potential in short-term trading here in crypto, but very, very risky. So please do a lot of research before you get involved into it. Now, still in that space, of course, I also do long-term trading. I do long-term crypto trading in the spot markets. So we can head over here and you can go to spot trading and we can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, that sort of thing. I find cryptos that I genuinely believe in. Most of the time I invest invest really early on and I hold for the long term, taking profits when the market gets euphoric in a time like we're in right now. So again, all of the links for the exchanges that I personally use are down there in my description. Is now moving in to more of the business realm space. So first of all, we have crypto, which I focus on daily, and trading, which I focus on daily. These are all focused around cryptocurrency. Now, moving away from that, I now have a property investment business essentially that are dotted around Dubai, and I rent them out on short-term rentals like Airbnb or booking.com or monthly rentals, and these generate me pretty incredible returns. Now, I'm going to link to a video right above me where you can see a more in-depth look into that, but this is something that I managed to do. My last time I made a video like this, I hadn't had any property, and that was a little over a year ago. And I've managed to buy a number of properties since then, and this was a journey that I took everyone who's been here on the channel with me. My plan was always to buy crypto early, to cash out as close to the top as I possibly could with a substantial amount of money, and then reinvest that money into property so I could generate passive income no matter what happened in the market. That's a journey that I took everyone here on the channel with. And if you do want to join me on the next leg, I do believe there's going to be another bull run coming into crypto, and this sort of thing will be possible for a lot of people. So if you do want to join the journey and potentially set yourself up for something like that, smash up that subscribe button. And these properties do generate me over 10% in net income right now.
Wait, for real?
For real, for real.
I think Dubai is an awesome opportunity for anyone looking to potentially invest. Of course, it comes with its risks, but I'm going to leave an email address for me down there in the description. And if you guys have any questions about that, or you want to be connected to different people that can help you over there in Dubai, do let me know. Now, moving away from property investment things onto Shopify. Now, this is something where I actually started my channel on YouTube. I was making videos about how I was generating profit on Shopify, and this was when I wasn't getting any views, no views whatsoever. And this is something that generated me a lot of money. Now, to tell you a little story, it took me 10 years to generate $100,000. It was always my goal to actually have $100,000 in the bank before I did anything. Now, this was a
Big mistake.
I wish that I was investing the money that I was saving in my bank account each and every month, but instead I was mostly saving it. And it took me 10 years to save $100,000. Then I moved into starting my own business in e-commerce, and it took me 1 year. This was during COVID, 1 year to make $100,000 in profit from e-commerce, right? We're not talking about revenue. We did a lot more than that in revenue. Most online gurus will not tell you what their profit is. They'll only tell you about their revenue. I could make a video saying that I was making millions and millions and millions doing e-commerce, but that's not the case when your profit is around 5 to 10, maybe sometimes 20%. So I made in 1 year, my very first year doing e-commerce full time because we were all at home lockdown, I made $100,000. So 10 years, my first 100,000, 1 year for my next 100,000. Then it took me in crypto 1 month to make $100,000, which was absolutely incredible. That was wild. And that was from growth in crypto. And then even better than that, there was one time where I made $100,000 in 1 week.
Wow.
Now, things were going exponentially upwards. It was crazy, and it was around that time where I started to take profits from the market and diversify my portfolios into other assets like the property that we discussed. But that was just a little story that might give you some inspiration going into the next bull run. Now, heading back to here, Shopify, I was doing things like drop shipping, if you guys have heard of that. Simple business model, finding products over in China, repackaging them. I was actually putting my own branding on them, sending them to an agent and a warehouse, and then selling that product directly through my Shopify store. And then that agent and warehouse would send it directly to the customers. I actually made a point of wanting my products to actually be good. A lot of people sell a lot of junk. I wanted good products that could actually help people, and that's what we did for a little bit, and it was working very well during the COVID era. Like when everyone was locked down and everyone was trying to buy stuff online, it was working very well. Still to this day, I still get residual sales. I'm not currently advertising, but a lot of repeat buyers who come back to my old websites, still there, they're still able to purchase. So that generates some income each and every month, which is nice. And the key here is if you actually create yourself a store that has evergreen products. By evergreen, I mean products that anyone can buy at any period of the time, not just say a Christmas present or a Halloween present or something like that. It's an evergreen product. And on that note, you can also do that over on YouTube by making an evergreen That's the kind of content that can keep showing up in the algorithms. Now, moving on from that, we have one more business that I've started only recently, since really the cryptocurrency YouTube channel has popped off, and that is a little bit of an influencer marketing agency. And this is simply where I connect companies to other influencers if they want influencer marketing through that. This is all on YouTube, TikTok, and over on Instagram. So if any companies are watching this, or you are a project and you're looking for influencers, feel free to contact me at any point you want. And now I really like these three: the property business, the Shopify e-commerce business, and the influencer marketing business, because they generate money no matter what happens in the markets, right? The crypto markets or the stocks and shares markets. So I think it's very important to build businesses that also generate money and income, even if the markets aren't doing very well. If you are like me and you're basing most of your life around the markets, it's great to diversify your portfolios and your income streams. Now, moving on from that, I do have my other income stream, which is actually how I made the $100,000 in 10 years. I was both an acrobat and a registered stuntman. Of course, I still am a registered stuntman here in the UK. And one of the shows that I did, you might recognize, it's right here, House of Dragons. And I just thought I'd throw this in because this is what my day job was. It was absolutely incredible. I have no hard feelings about this. And I still, to this day, do work as an acrobat and a stuntman when I can find the time. And it's awesome, right? It's one of the best jobs out there. It's very dangerous, but it's very well paid. And if anyone wants any information about how they can become a stuntman themselves, do just drop me a message on Instagram and I'll be happy to talk you through that process. But a very exciting journey that was, and a great job to have and still have to this day. And as well as being paid from directly working day to day, you also get something called residuals. And that moves me on to my next income stream, which is residuals from previous projects. Now, I used to work on a lot of different projects. Here's an example of one video that I did with Mercedes-Benz. And from this video, actually a pharmaceutical company in the US, there was a little part of this video that they wanted to buy this part of the video here. They actually wanted to buy that. So they bought that off me and the cameraman who filmed it. And every single year, if they renew the license, we get money back from that. And it's completely passive. So residual income is one of my favorites because it is 100% passive. There's absolutely nothing that I need to do from that. So that's an awesome income there. And then moving away from that residual income, we can see Instagram management and flip. This was my first journey away from working for someone else and starting to create money online. It was building these sorts of pages up and actually either flipping them or selling promotions on them. Now, this still generates some income to this day because people want promotions and people do still buy these accounts or offer me accounts from some of the videos that I made on YouTube. People are still reaching out for that sort of thing. And also being a middleman between people buying and selling these Instagram pages can also generate income. That's a really easy income stream that you can do if you are still at school or at work or anything like that, just a side income. And there will be a lot of ways to grow these pages that are different to the way I did before. Now, you can do Instagram page flipping and selling. You can do TikTok, you can do Facebook Reels, you can do all of these different pages, and you can generate a very nice side income from that sort of thing. And then still talking about these social media platforms, we have my TikTok account. Right now I have over 400,000 followers here, and this is a very small amount of income. TikTok is hard to actually generate anywhere near as much income as you can over on Instagram or on YouTube, but we have the TikTok Creator Fund, and then we also have promotions here on that TikTok page. And a lot of these videos I make purposely for TikTok because I think that's the best way to actually get a lot of views on TikTok rather than repurposing content, which isn't something that people really want to see on that platform. So making individual content for each platform is definitely something that I suggest. And you can make money on any of these platforms, which is awesome, right? This isn't something that I had when I went to school. We didn't have all these different platforms. So make the best of it if you are currently in school right now. And then from there, we have my Patreon. This is a private group. I allow people to have access to basically myself, my team. They can ask questions. They can troubleshoot with us. They get access to my daily trades. They get access to my portfolios, all of that sort of stuff under one roof as a private community, which is something that I love to have. I talk to people in that group each and every day, something that I really enjoy having. And this is one of my smaller streams of income, but it's definitely very fulfilling and something that I would suggest anyone out there who has a social media presence or is creating it right now. I do think that Patreon can help you a lot. And Patreon isn't the only way you can access these paid subscriptions. You can do it through crypto. You can do it directly on YouTube. Patreon is just the one that I chose to use myself. The fees are annoyingly high. So if you are starting out, there are other options, but definitely something to look into if I was you. Now, finally, we are back to investing, and this is investing in stocks and shares, and some of those stocks and shares generate income. I like to be a little less risky over here in the stocks and shares world, investing into companies I use myself, like Amazon, and then the S&P 500, which is basically giving you access to America's biggest companies. I do invest into some crypto mining companies, but then also something like the S&P 500 gives you very small dividends, and this is something that gets directly added to your account, and you don't have to do anything about it. So that's definitely a nice stream of income there. If you do believe in, for example, the American stock market, then this is a way for you to put money in and kind of forget about it. I personally wish that instead of holding my cash in my bank account, I actually put money directly into something like the S&P 500, and that way I could have grown my money over time and actually made the best of it rather than having it just sit in the bank and lose to inflation. So with that said, guys, I hopefully provided you some value today. If you have any questions for anything that I've spoken about in this video, let me know down there in the comment section. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you might stick around and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.